Okay, so we're going to make swordfish, a stewed, like a puttanesca in the pan. We've got a half of a onion. We have a cup of crushed tomatoes, one sliced carrot. We've got celery, a tablespoon of capers, a tablespoon of olives, and we are going to do all this with a single tablespoon of oil. That's a canola oil, and there's our this swordfish? What is this?
Yes.
Swordfish. Salt and pepper. So to start, we're going to take a little bit of our tablespoon of oil, and we're just going to get the pan. You see that a little bit goes a long way. Okay, I'm going to get that hot and come back and we'll start the vegetables. Okay, so we're going to take onions, get those in the pan. Celery. We'll also get our carrots going. And the remainder, we'll try the capers and the olives, the tomatoes, and even a little bit of red wine later we'll add, and we still have a heck of a lot of oil. So I'm going to let that go a bit. Once it starts going, I'll come back and we'll start to prepare the sauce in the pan, and then I'll show you how to prepare the fish. I just wanted to point out that the vegetables right now are on a pretty high heat. Notice they're at 8 on the large burner, and if you listen, you hear that they're starting to get a little bit of sizzle going, and that was simply with that white brush of oil that we used. So we'll let that break down a little bit. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another little swipe of oil. Notice there's still quite a lot there. See? And take that now, and I'm going to brush it into the pan on top of the vegetables. And really, this is more about technique, just to show you that a tablespoon of oil can go a heck of a long way if you apply a little technique to it. So let those go a little bit more. They're breaking down. You can see that. Okay, so that's breaking down. Now, we're trying to do all this in a single pan, so I'm going to take this and push it aside a little bit. And I'm opening up space for my swordfish on that side. I'm going to keep it high. I'm going to grab a little bit more oil. In this case, though, I'm going to take the oil and I'm going to brush it on the swordfish. Right? And we'll actually do that on both sides. So we'll flip that and use a little bit more of our oil here. Notice it's one dab into the oil, and that gets an entire side. I'm going to take one more dab here and do the pan really quick like that. Grab the fish, forgive the camera work, take that and lay that right into the pan like that. Get a sear on it. So let that sear. After it sears on that side a bit, you're going to want to take it and just flip it. You're not looking for a lot of color really, but you do want to get a little bit of brown on the outsides of it. Notice you got a lot of oil action happening, even though you haven't really even touched half of that tablespoon of oil. So it goes a heck of a long way if you use it. You can see there the oil in the pan. And also the vegetables and things like that will give off just their own liquids as well once you get them going. Okay. So, one more time. We'll flip that. And now what I'm going to do is lower the heat. Lower the heat to, a little less than what you would call a simmer. And now we're going to finish the sauce in the pan. Right, so I'm going to add capers to the onion side. You build up the sauce on the vegetable side, and then the olives. Right. I'm also going to add the tomatoes. And also going to add a little bit of wine. Okay, so adding some wine. If you just sort of move it around a bit. And now I'm going to cover this with a tin foil, or if you have a pan that has a cover, that's good as well. And I'm just going to let that cook on low for about 15 minutes or so. We'll come back and take a look at it. So, just a minute into it, it's a good time to add salt and pepper. Just want to show you the kind of action that you got going there. You got to boil, right? So I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And I'll add pepper as well. And I've got about 13.5 minutes. So you just want it to stew, and then we'll come back and serve it up. Alright, that's the 15-minute mark. So before we uncover it, I just want to show you that we still have that much oil left from our tablespoon. Frankly, just return it. You can do a lot of cooking with half a tablespoon. So, let's see what it looks like. There it is. What I usually do is begin to move that around a bit. Get your sauce. And that's ready for plating. So as we plate this, you sort of can cut right through. Grab a piece. You can notice it's cooked through. Put on your plate. Grab a little bit of the sauce that we made. And just place it on top. And that's pretty much it. Swordfish Putanesca. Hope you like it.